All right, Van, tell us how you choose where to take a soil sample.
Well, a lot of it depends on how you manage different areas. If you've had like Kristen, we were visiting earlier, she was talking about how she rotates her crops. So basically this whole area has been, over time, managed about the same. And it depends on what you're growing and what do you want to accomplish. If you've got a problem area, that might be a good place to pull a soil sample out of compared to an area that you get your best tomatoes or peppers or green beans out of. And then each plant actually has some specific nutrient requirements too. So that'll go into actually filling out the paperwork when you send the sample into the lab.
Excellent. All right, so let's show us how.
Basically, I'm the numbers guy, so 6 2/3 inch slice of soil in an acre is 2 million pounds.
Wow.
So typically we want to take between a 6 and 8 inch sample in multiple samples from multiple areas to get a good representative sample of the area you want to sample. You know, most of us probably don't have a garden the size of...
No, probably not.
Yeah, from an agricultural standpoint, we suggest a soil sample for at least one soil sample for every 25 acres, and within that 25 acres, at least 20 to 25 cores, which is, she's got a soil sample probe there. I'm going to go grab my shovel to show you, if you don't have a probe available to you, how you can get one with a shovel.
Excellent. All right.
Maybe even a harder one.
It's frozen over there.
It's frozen. It's tough. You'll be able to feel it, that probe.
Yeah, I didn't have too much trouble out there.
Just kind of take a slice of soil and down about 6 inches. I mean, you don't have to do the whole thing, but just get a chunk out of there.
So this is how you use a shovel if you don't have a soil probe.
Yeah. So then you can take multiple samples of that. Nice silty soil.
Yay, river basin.
Yeah, very sandy.
Yeah.
too
Actually,
much.
That's silty. I mean, it's got some sand in it, but it's
definitely
more.
It's definitely sandy.
I mean, it's actually got more silt in it than it does sand, I think.
Huh. Well, that surprises me.
Yeah. From what I can feel.
All right.
But then, like the probe, some of the probes come in different shapes and sizes, lengths. You want to mark it somehow to get it to the depth you want it.
Or just guess like I just did. I stuck my finger in there earlier and got it stuck.
Yeah, so there are some safety concerns when you use
Any equipment.
equipment.
Okay.
Kristen's also got a soil knife there that you could potentially also get a sample with.
And you'll notice that we are doing this where the soil's bare here, but if your soil's not bare like it is right here, you're going to want to clear away this. You don't want all this organic matter, just the top layer.
Kind of move it back.
Oh. Yeah, just so you don't have sticks and weeds in your sample. Oh.
Or use the tip of the probe to do that.
Yeah. So.
That's what I did. Move it back. These beds, typically you don't have native soil.
Yeah.
So you can basically spend as much money as you want to come up with that perfect mix. Typically, I think Kristen had mentioned earlier that some of this was just kind of run-of-the-mill
Yeah,
dirt,
you can see a
and
big
then-
difference there. Some of this is like dirt that was donated, and then we had a bunch of like bagged potting soil that was donated, so you can definitely see how the top layer of this bed is that potting soil, and then this is the actual dirt.
Now, one thing I failed to mention earlier was when you do take a soil sample, you'll want to use a plastic bucket. You don't want to use a metal bucket because sometimes the galvanization or the metal in a metal bucket will mess up your sample.
I didn't know that. I just grabbed a plastic bucket.
I didn't know that either. And I don't know that we have any plastic buckets.
That's funny.
And
Ice cream buckets.
yeah,
They work best.
so you did a good job.
Now we have to eat more ice cream.
That's right.
Yeah. So, likewise, probably in, this is what, 4 foot by 8
4
foot
by 8, yeah.
raised bed, probably 4 cores, 4 to 6 cores.
I want to get more of that underneath.
When you get a soil sample kit from Extension, they're gonna ask for at least a cup of soil in a bag that goes to the lab.
At least a cup.
At least a cup
Okay.
full.
Yeah, the place
So-
I send mine to calls for 2 cups, so depends on. But I'm doing a private lab, not the like Penn State lab.
And each lab has, and that's a good point. Each lab has different requirements, and it depends on how many tests you request too. A typical, just basic soil sample will give you pH, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, and magnesium.
How important is it to know your micronutrient counts?
For just run-of-the-mill vegetable production, unless you're having a specific issue, I don't think it's probably worth the money.
But a commercial grower like Kristen would be much better served to do a.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
why
I
I'm
mean,
sending mine to a private lab for the micronutrients. But
Yeah, but then you. Yeah, the other side of that is then what amendments do you use
Right,
to
right.
to offset that? I'm kind of the opinion of kind of less is more. You get pH.
And pH is
Phosphorus.
important.
Your phosphorus and potassium in line. Then you can start tweaking those micronutrients. The other thing that this really doesn't speak to, but I mean, if you do think you're having an issue or a problem, tissue testing is probably a better way. Even though the soil may show that you're low in something, if you send a tissue sample off, that'll give you a range, and if you're within that range, even though the soil may test low in something, if it's still getting into the plant, then you're okay.
Some plants are better at uptaking those nutrients, right?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, even the weeds here will uptake nutrients, and then when they die off, they make those nutrients available to the next crop. It's all about recycling.
We love recycling.